This is the Evil Never Dies podcast with Brett and Carl. This podcast may contain adult themes, violence, and strong language. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome back to the Evil Never Dies podcast. I'm Brett, here with my co-host Carl, and that house went up so fast next door to the place, dude. That's crazy shit.
Yeah, it is. It's all done. They just got to build the inside, I guess.
I've never seen nothing like it. 2 weeks and that, not even 2 weeks, I don't think.
No, it hadn't
And it's
been.
up. Crazy.
We need them to hire them to build haunted houses.
Yeah, no shit.
No, it's Friday the 13th and Valentine's weekend, so
Yep. Yes, it is.
I was wanting to do a Friday the 13th movie, but I was overruled.
And
Brett said there's
we
two
also
more.
we also tried to do a
No, you tried to do.
Valentine movie, and
I told you that was going to be a piece of shit, and you were like, I'm going to look it up. And then you're like, oh, it's a piece of shit. Like, no crap, dude.
yeah, I lasted about 5 minutes. It's one of them straight to VOD ones.
So Brett finally got the movie he's been wanting to do for months.
Well, it needs to be done. It's a classic.
There's a lot of classics.
But anyway, tonight we are going to do the original Rosemary's Baby from 1968.
I'm going to go ahead and say that like I have on some of these other movies, I am not an expert on this movie, and my knowledge is very limited to it. So I think I forget the last movie I said that about. What the hell was it? I think it was Carrie when we did that. So
yeah,
sort of a similar thing. This is just not a movie I'm as familiar with as some of the others we cover.
All right. Written and directed by Roman Polanski, based on the novel Rosemary's Baby by Ira Levin, produced by the one and only William Castle.
I can't believe this is the first William Castle movie we've done either. I've been trying to do a Castle movie. It's on the list. Well, we're finally doing one, I guess. So
There's a documentary on him. Forget what it was on Shudder a while back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know, he almost directed this thing, but Paramount and
yeah, they didn't want him to.
No,
because he was like a B movie guy. They're like, we're throwing a lot of money into this. We don't want no stupid shit. So they got Roman Polanski to do it.
Who was the shining star at the moment when he did this.
Yeah. Cinematography by William A. Fraker. Edited by Sam Osteen and Bob Wyman. Music by, I'm going to screw this up, Christoph Kaneda.
You need to practice these names before you say them.
Well, no, I'm not practicing that name. William Castle Enterprises was the production company and distributed by Paramount Pictures. It was released on June 12th, 1968. Has a running time of 137 minutes. Country of origin, United States, English language. Had a budget of $3.2 million. And that was a lot of money for back in 1968.
I don't know what they spent the money on, actually.
I don't know either.
It was mostly filmed
The
in that.
actors, maybe.
It was mostly filmed in that apartment house or whatever it was. So I don't
Well,
know.
we'll
I
get
don't
to
know
that
what.
because it actually wasn't filmed inside that place.
Yeah, I have no clue. Like I said, this is not a movie I know, so I'm speculating at best.
But it brought in excuse me, 33.4 million at the box office. All right. Guess we'll go on to the cast here. Got a lot of big names. Well, some that were stars before, then went out of the limelight for a while and then came back and revived their careers. So, first off, we got Mia Farrow as Rosemary Woodhouse, John Cassavetes as Guy Woodhouse. I guess that's how you pronounce his name.
Now, he was like a director of his own, I guess actor director.
Yep. Ruth Gordon as Minnie Castevet, Sidney Blackmer as Roman Castevet, Maurice Evans as Hutch. Know who he is, don't you?
No.
From the Planet of the Apes.
How do I know that? I didn't do those shows with you and Jimbo and Kyle, remember?
I thought everybody knew who Maurice Evans was.
I have no clue who the fuck he is.
Uh,
Sorry,
ne-
Maurice
ne-
Evans.
Next off, we got Ralph Bellamy as Dr. Abraham Saperstein.
My dad had a doctor named Saperstein. I always found
Really?
that creepy. Yes. As a kid, when I saw this thing, I thought it was creepy as shit.
Oh, no shit.
True
That's crazy.
story.
Wow. All right. Next off, we got Angela Dorian as Terry Gianafrio, Patsy Kelly as Laura Louise McBurney, Alicia Cook as Mr. Nicholas, Emmeline Henry as Elise Dunstan, Charles Grodin as Dr. Hill.
I know who that is.
Yep. Hannah Landy as Grace Cardiff, Philip Leeds as Dr. Shand, D'Herville Martin as Diego, Hope Summers as Mrs. Gilmore, Marion Gordon as Rosemary's girlfriend, Ernest Harada as Hayato, Wendy Wagner as Rosemary's other girlfriend, and Tony Curtis as Donald Baumgart, uncredited. And that is the cast of Rosemary's Baby. Okay, Carl, you're up. Let's hear the plot.
I don't really know how to give this one out without spoiling anything.
Well, if anybody has not seen this movie by now,
then fuck them.
Yeah, so spoil away.
Mia Farrow and the husband move into the apartment house, and it's overrun by old people, and they're all weird, and they're all annoying. That's about my plot of it. Now, so anyway, I guess they're trying to have a baby, so she has this big vision. Well, she gets, I guess, drugged. Didn't he? I guess somebody drugged her. I don't know who the hell drugged her. I guess all those old weird people. So she has a vision that the devil rapes her. And I guess that scene caused a lot of controversy in 1968 or whenever it was. It seemed very tame to me, but I guess for then it wasn't. I don't fucking know. So Rosemary gets pregnant with Rosemary's baby, and I don't know what else to tell you on that one. It's just following her pregnancy and the husband and all them weird old people and who the baby turns out to be. What did I miss?
I guess nothing much.
Okay.
Oh, basically, she is having the devil's baby, is what it is. Wouldn't you say?
I guess, yeah. They claim Satan himself showed up, so I don't know. I have no idea what the hell's going on with that.
Sort of like an opposite Immaculate Conception.
I guess. I don't know. I mean, the Omen, wasn't it a jackal who?
Yeah, born of a jackal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
The one thing about this movie, plot or no plot, this thing influenced everything that came after it. The Omen, The Exorcist, and a whole lot more. So anything, this movie's very influential on the next few years of Hollywood and the whole satanic stuff. So that's what I've always remembered Rosemary's Baby for.
Okay. All right. Let's talk a little bit about the apartment building.
Okay.
Uh,
This is a movie that I think, like you said, the props and the apartment and the everything play is more known than the movie itself in some ways, maybe.
a little bit. Yeah.
And the curse supposedly of the movie. So let's talk about that apartment.
Okay. The building, it was in the movie, is called the Bamford, but it's really the Dakota in New York City. And all the exterior shots were done. None of the interior shots. Interior shots was all a sound stage.
Okay.
Which that was an excellent setup for a sound stage.
Oh, it was, yeah.
For sure. It really looked like it was an apartment. They put a lot of work into that with all the old furniture and stuff like that. But anyway, the Dakota is old. They built it. What year did they build it in? It was built in let's see here. Scrolling up.
Brett don't have his notes together again.
Well,
So
I had it on set for something else. I had to scroll up.
come on, you got to do better notes.
Let's see here. Started work in 1879, and it was
I was gonna say 1880.
finally opened up 1884.
Okay,
So it's old.
it's old.
Yes, it is. Very, very old. And it's been the backdrop for a lot of stuff over the years.
I always thought they filmed it in that place, so I've learned something
I always
new.
did too. I always thought they did too. But a lot of they say the place is haunted too. So being that old, I would say it probably might be. But a lot of famous people have lived there. Uh, let's see here. Maury Povich and Connie Chung live there. Who else? Oh, Rosie O'Donnell. Who else? John Madden lived there. Let's see here. A lot of people that's lived here. A lot of people. I'm not going to mention a lot.
Yeah.
Paul Simon, but the most famous one that lived there was John Lennon.
That's right. I do know that. Yeah.
John and Yoko lived there too, and his son Sean. I think it was it Sean? Yeah, Sean Lennon. They all lived there. And in
I do remember that.
December 8th, 1980, got shot and killed right there at the gates of the front gates.
The gates of hell, almost.
Cool. That place has such a cool facade, though, man. The architecture is just amazing on that place. It's like rated the third most popular building in New York City or something. Next to the Twin Towers and what used to be the Twin Towers and the Empire State Building. Oh, so yeah, lots of people live there, and a lot of people were not allowed to move in. They were really strict on who they brought in. And let's see, some of the people who weren't allowed in: Gene Simmons, not allowed; Billy Joel, Carly Simon, Madonna, Cher, baseball player Alex Rodriguez, not allowed. So they must have had bad reputations.
Well, A-Rod does. I don't know about the rest of them.
Well, who knows
Gene, maybe.
when Gene wanted to move in there too, if it was back, you know,
Yeah, and then the
in the
prime,
in the
yeah.
early years or the prime.
Yeah.
He probably didn't have enough money back in the early days. So, all right, I guess we'll get into some trivia here. According to Mia Farrow, the scenes where Rosemary walks in front of traffic were spontaneous and genuine. Roman Polanski is reported to have told her that nobody will hit a pregnant woman. The scene was successfully shot with Farrell walking into real traffic and Polanski following, operating the handheld camera since he was the only one willing to do it. Yeah, he was pretty much a crazy motherfucker, man. He liked driving fast sports cars, and
Yeah.
Mia Farrow ate raw liver for a scene in the movie despite being a vegetarian at the time. Mia Farrow does the vocals on the title sequence Lullaby. Let's see here. Ira Levin felt that this film, single most faithful adaptation of a novel ever to come out of Hollywood. William Castle speculated the reasons for this were because it was the first time Roman Polanski had ever adapted another writer's work, unaware he had the freedom to improvise on the book. Roman Polanski said that working with John Cassavetes was not his best experience. John was not very comfortable with the role. According to Mia Farrow, Cassavetes resented Polanski's highly structured method of shooting scenes, saying he preferred to improvise and more freewheeling approach. Eventually, the tensions grew between the two because of their conflicting approaches to the film. In an interview featured on the Criterion Collection, Polanski said Cassavetes was a pain in the ass.
Yeah, I watched that entire documentary yesterday.
Oh yeah, that's cool. That's not on the blue or on the DVD.
No.
Just some old crackly interview with Roman Polanski. That's all that was
Yeah, I
on
think
mine.
what's the name of that company that did the Blu-ray? The Criatine. What'd you say it was?
Criterion.
Yeah, whoever that they're again, I think I mentioned before we started, they're known for doing a lot of restorations, but they don't do horror movies, so I'm not real familiar with this company. This is like one of the only horror movies they ever did, so but yeah, they had the power to get Roman Polanski for an interview, so
All
yeah.
right.
That was a good documentary, I will say.
That's cool.
About an hour and a half long, maybe. It's pretty long. It's
Really?
pretty in depth. Yeah.
Wow.
A lot from Mia Farrow, and yeah, there's a lot of info on that.
All right. Tanis root does not exist. Ira Levin made it up for the story. Like the letters of transit in Casablanca in 1942, it became an important plot element, but was entirely fictional. Despite winning the David Donatello Award for Best Foreign Actress and the Fotogramas di Plata Award for Best Foreign Movie Performer, and also being nominated for Best Actress at the Laurel Awards, the Golden Globes, and the BAFTAs, Mia Farrow was not nominated for the Oscar for her performance. To this day, this is considered a notorious snub.
I disagree. So that's my opinion.
And I heard she threw a fit when she
Oh,
wasn't,
I'm
too.
sure she did. Yeah. I have issues with Mia Farrow throughout this whole movie, honestly.
Okay.
I'm just saying, as we go through it, I will blast them out a bit.
The original cut of this film ran over 4 hours.
God damn, that would have killed me right there.
Roman Polanski
No.
couldn't decide what to cut, so he let the editor Sam Osteen decide. Sam would later direct the sequel, Look What Happened to Rosemary's Baby from 1976.
That's a TV movie that everybody hates. I don't even think it's available on any kind of media at this point.
That was made for TV, really?
Yeah. Sure was.
What network was it on?
Shit, if I know. I just know it was a TV sequel thing.
You were just itty bitty anyway. 1976. What were you, like 5?
Fuck, I wouldn't have known anything about no sequel. I didn't know that. I didn't know what you're
Uh,
talking about.
I just asked how old you were in 76.
I don't know.
Rosemary says to Terry Gianoprio, I thought you were Victoria Vetri, the actress, to which Terry responds, everyone says that, but I don't see the resemblance. Victor Vetri is Angela Dorian's real name. In the source novel, Terry's remarkable resemblance to Anne Maria Alberghetti. This is one of Stanley Kubrick's favorite films, according to his brother-in-law and personal assistant, Jan Harlan. Kubrick's got some weird-ass films too, boy. And the whole moon landing thing and all that.
Yeah.
According to John Parker's recent biography of Jack Nicholson, Robert Evans suggested Nicholson to Roman Polanski, but after their meeting, the director stated that for all of his talent, his slightly sinister appearance ruled him out. The two would work together a few years later on Chinatown from 1974. I think Jack Nicholson would have done a wonderful job in this movie.
I think Robert Redford was mentioned as well.
William Castle was convinced of what?
No, I didn't like the guy that played the husband at all. I just did not think he was a good actor in it. I don't think he was good in the role, is what I should say.
Well, he was basically an asshole through the whole thing.
Well, what did William Castle say? I'm more interested in William Castle than anything
William
else.
Castle was convinced there was a Rosemary's Baby's curse. He thought the Sharon Tate murders and a urinary tract infection and various other maladies and illnesses he suffered during the period were evidence of that. Castle was so scared that the devil was out to get him during this period, he remained in seclusion for several years. Wow.
Talking to Sharon Tate, she was originally going to be in the role.
Yeah.
But they got Mia Farrow instead, I think because Roman Polanski was afraid they would have thought he was being favoritism since that was either his fiance or wife at the time.
Yeah.
And Mia Farrow was married to Frank Sinatra or some weird shit.
Yeah, she was married to Frank Sinatra at the time. And he served her divorce papers on set.
I don't really blame him.
All right, according to an article in The Wrap, Mia Farrow left Frank Sinatra to make this film. Just was talking about it. Sinatra pressured Farrow to quit the film as their marriage was suffering, and she was about to relent, but the Paramount executive Robert Evans showed her the dailies and said, Mia, you will win the Oscar if you do this. Not. That was all she had to hear, and she soldiered on with the production. Several days later, Frank Sinatra served her divorce papers on set. Farrow did not win the Oscar, like we said. However, in fact, she was not even nominated. Yeah. She sort of got screwed on that deal all the way around. And I bet she wasn't paid that much for the.
I don't know.
Never know. Maybe it was worth it. I don't know.
I don't know, dude.
Rosemary's Baby is due in June of 1966, otherwise known as 666. Oh, let's see here. William Castle said that working with Roman Polanski was a painful experience because Roman Polanski was a perfectionist who took several nights to shoot a simple scene that could have been taken in only a couple of hours. Polanski also shot scenes at lunchtime and rush hours, just in the middle of Fifth Avenue in New York City. But Castle also admitted that Polanski was a brilliant filmmaker.
Yeah, I think he won Castle over making this Because I think there was a little bit of, hesitation, like, well, I really wanted to do this myself. But once he saw Roman Polanski in action, I think he decided, yeah, it was the right choice.
Now, if you notice at the beginning of the film, Rosemary has probably shoulder length hair.
Yeah, it all gets chopped off.
Yeah, Rosemary's haircut was done by Vidal Sassoon. It's also in the book that way. Sassoon cut Pharaoh's hair for the film. Book mentions she gets the haircut while out running errands after she discovers that she is pregnant. As mentioned in the book, her husband Guy does not like the haircut. I don't think
I
he
did
liked
not like it either.
like a boy bowl cut.
Vidal Sassoon also did Dee Snider's hair in the 80s, just so you know.
Oh, did he really?
Oh, yeah.
Dang.
He's thanked on one of the Twisted Sister albums.
This film, along with the films Repulsion from 1965, The Tenant, 1976, forms a loose trilogy for Polanski about the horrors of apartment/city dwelling.
I guess.
This movie resurrected Ruth Gordon's career, and she parlayed her Oscar-winning success into a number of funny old women roles throughout the 70s, like Harold Maude. She was Ma in Every Which Way But Loose, 12 Ribs My Ass, and My Bodyguard from 1980. William Castle mortgaged his home to acquire the rights to the novel and hoped it would be his chance to direct a prestige movie. However, Robert Evans from Paramount only agreed to greenlight the project if Castle did not direct, due to his reputation as a director of low-budget B movies, which he
Gimmick
is.
movies.
He's the king.
Like I said, I can't believe the first William Castle movie we've done on this show is actually Rosemary's Baby. We could have done The Tingler.
William Castle said he got hate mail from people who were angry at him for bringing the devil back into the world.
Oh, good God, Lord.
Back in 1968, people were probably freaked out about it.
I guess.
Let's see here. You can see product placement for the Yamaha Corporation at the beginning of the movie when Guy appears in a Yamaha commercial. They repaid Roman Polanski by giving him and John Cassavetes free scooters for showcasing their products in the movie. Cassavetes and Polanski would race around New York City on the scooters, with Mia Farrow riding on the back seat for the first few weeks of shooting. Oh, that's cool. Got some free scooters.
William Castle does have a cameo in the movie.
Yeah, like he's walking past a doorway or something. They show him right in the middle. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, it's a payphone.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And when she gets off of it, he gets in it and has a cigar, and it's very clear, it's William Castle. I'm sure anybody who knew anything about horror movies would have known exactly who he was at that point.
Well, I think he does a cameo in all of his movies, don't he?
He did, yeah. But I thought it was cool he actually got in this one, since he did produce the damn thing. I don't think he got enough credit for it either, honestly.
All right. In the movie, there's a drink called the Vodka Blush cocktail that Roman prepares for everybody. It's a fictional drink invented by Ira Levin for the novel. A recipe was not provided in either the novel or the film, but is generally made from vodka with a dash of grenadine or red grapefruit juice. It can be served with a sprig of rosemary, no pun intended, for a garnish.
That's supposed to be funny.
I guess.
Yes.
You're not laughing, Carl.
No, I am not. No.
We talked a little bit about this earlier. There's a heated dispute rumor where Sharon Tate appears unbilled at the party Rosemary gives for her young friends. Tate was Polanski's first choice, but Mia Farrow was selected. Though Tate did visit the set a few times and was Farrow's understudy in the film, it has never been confirmed or not if she is indeed in the film as an extra and remains a famous urban legend.
I think she would have done better in this movie. I've always thought that.
I think so too.
Well, Mia Farrow was real picky. You know, there was a lot of nude scenes in this, and she refused to do any of them, which I'm surprised that she would have had the clout to refuse. I guess if you're married to Sinatra, maybe you get a little more clout. I don't know.
Maybe.
Sharon Tate would have certainly done them.
Probably, yeah. Production chief Robert Evans was admitted that he simply used an offer to direct Downhill Racer and to lure Roman Polanski from Europe. It was his intention to have Polanski direct this film all along, so he had it all planned out. Mia Farrow was a Catholic girl just like Rosemary. She had wanted to become a nun not too long before starring in this film. Wanted to become a nun and married to Frank Sinatra?
Yeah, that's a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like I said, I didn't care for Mia Farrow at any point.
Here we go about the nakedness here.
Already spoiled your spoiler.
In the rape scene, John Cassavetes was naked, but among the coven, Mia Farrow, Patsy Kelly, and Ruth Gordon were not nude, the latter two being clad in bodysuits. For the majority of this scene, a stand-in, Linda Brewerton, was used as substitute for Farrow. I appeared in every single scene of the film except when during the devil scene. A body double was used in my place, but I did not entirely miss out on the scene. One day I found myself, me from convent school, who prayed in outstretched arms of the pre-dawn light. He's an idiot. I've never liked Mia Farrow.
I don't like her either, Brett.
You know,
and
I don't know.
Yeah. And I just didn't think she was that great in this movie, honestly.
She's just very strange.
She would have, I think anybody could have played this role. I don't, all this about her getting an Academy Award, I just don't think she did anything that special. I'm not saying she was bad. I'm just saying, I think Sharon Tate would have been better.
Talked about the Dakota.
Yeah.
Entertainment Weekly voted this the 10th scariest film of all time. It's not scary. It's just.
It ain't scary at all.
Just very creepy. Just the way the apartments were set up was just weird. And the scene where Rosemary is getting her blood drawn, Rosemary tells the doctor that she just saw the off-Broadway play The Fantastics. In that play, the parental figures arrange a rape of the what the heck? Sexual assault by a dark devilish character named El Gilo. So the young man can save her, hoping that the young girl will fall in love and the young men marry him. Huh. That's crazy.
I don't know.
Never seen The Fantastics. Roman Polanski wanted to cast Hollywood old-timers as the Coven members, but did not know any by name. He drew sketches of how he envisioned each character, and they were used to fill the roles. In every instance, the actor cast strongly resembled Polanski's drawing. They included Ralph Bellamy, Patsy Kelly, Alicia Cook, Phil Leeds, and Hope Summers. Yeah, that was a creepy scene. That whole scene was just, I think that's what freaked everybody out. All the naked old people.
Probably.
Hattie Duke auditioned for the role of Rosemary Woodhouse, but lost out to Mia Farrow. She did get to play Rosemary in the sequel. Look What Happened to Rosemary's Baby, the TV show that you said it was a TV show.
It sucked. According to whatever, I've never seen it. Everybody hates it. I think it's about as hated as The Exorcist 2. Maybe more so. I don't know.
The movie's poster is number 21 of the 25 best movie posters ever. by Premiere Magazine.
This one?
Yeah. Yep. That's the
The hell's good
original.
about? I always thought that was a boring poster.
I thought so too.
Yeah. Yeah, I always thought that was just very generic. I guess it's cool that there's a baby crib on the
You
thing,
know,
but
that Blu-ray must have been before, because a lot of the times when these older ones, they do a different cover for the Blu-rays.
well, this Blu-ray is worth a lot of money because it's out of print. And it came with a cool little book which gave all kinds of information in it, but nothing that you haven't already said. A lot
Gotcha.
of it's from the novel that, they actually got like stuff from but just real quick, now that I got this fancy Sony TV, I'm actually able to look at the quality of stuff, and this Blu-ray looked like shit, honestly. I was like, why does this look so bad? Because I've been watching everything in 4K here, the last week, and this was supposedly like redone by restored by Roman Polanski himself, but it was done a while back. So there is a 4K of this out, but I did not buy it. So you can't get this copy anywhere unless you want to pay. I could probably sell this for 50, 60, $80, which I might do. Who knows? But if you want it, there is a 4K of it now.
Oh,
So,
there is? Okay.
oh yeah, from Paramount. So maybe it looks better than this Blu-ray, which was pretty disappointing. And besides that feature with Mia Farrow and Roman Polanski, it's really not many special features on it. This
Gotcha.
was like an award-winning Blu-ray release too, and I don't really see why. I'm just not seeing a lot on Rosemary's Baby myself here, other than it was very influential.
There was a popular belief that Alfred Hitchcock was originally offered the chance to direct this movie, but it has
Whatever.
been deemed false, and I guess he was never approached. How do you think he would have did with this?
I don't think he would have done it, honestly. I don't
Yeah.
think it was in the cards because William Castle and the Paramount guy was running everything, and they already planned to use Roman Polanski, so that's a dumb, stupid rumor. That's my opinion of it.
Gotcha. Let's see here. Although the Dakota in Manhattan was used for the setting of the film, Ira Levin himself lived in Manhattan's Osborne Apartments, another Gothic grim building from 1906, just a few blocks south, which may have been the original inspiration for the Woodhouse's residence. There's a lot of them creepy old buildings like that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Burt Reynolds tested for the role of Guy Woodhouse. How do you think old Burt would have did?
Don't think he would have been any good.
You don't?
I don't know. I don't think the people that were in it were that good. So maybe, fuck, I don't know, dude. I think Robert Redford would have been really good in this movie myself if somebody was counter producing it or casting it.
Gotcha. On the wall shelves in their apartment, Guy puts Hutch's book about witches on the top of 2 volumes of the famous Kinsey Report on Human Sexuality. Let's see here. Richard Salbert, the production designer, called it the greatest horror film without any horror in it. That's sort of true. There's not really any horror in it.
There's no horror in it whatsoever except for the devil raping her. And you really don't even see nothing there. More or less painting on the not nude Mia Farrow, the body double. That's mainly what like you said, a bunch of naked people in it.
Abe Saperstein is the name of the man who founded the Harlem Globetrotters basketball team. But in the film, Dr. Abe's surname is spelled slightly different as Saperstein. And just coincidentally, Abe Saperstein died in 1966, the year in which most of this movie takes place. Let's see here. Included among the American Film Institute's 1998 list of 400 movies nominated for the top 100 greatest American movies. That's about it.
I think that's enough.
About it. I think Sharon Tate should have been in this for sure.
I do too.
Who gave a shit if they were married or whatever?
The Paramount guy must have had a lot of power back then, which is funny because the that guy that runs Paramount now has a lot of clout in this day and age. So, um, my take on this movie is probably unpopular because, as y'all can probably tell, I'm not a big fan of it. I mean, like I said, I respect the fact that it was a big influence, but I just don't think this movie's as great as people make it out to be, dude. I don't see it. I just don't. The score's not even that great. It's just that I don't know, man. I just don't see it on this movie.
Yeah, we didn't even talk about the score because it's not very memorable.
It's not memorable.
Yeah, it's very low, like background.
I just don't. I mean, there's other satanic movies from this period that were a lot way low budget, and I just think they're better. The Omen is 100 times better than this. But if it hadn't been for this movie, The Omen would have probably never been made.
Yeah.
So it goes back to like bands, like, everybody's like, well, Led Zeppelin's the greatest band ever for our kind of music, or Black Sabbath. And even if they weren't, if it wasn't for them, there wouldn't have been nothing. Without Rosemary's Baby, there wouldn't have been an Exorcist, there wouldn't have been an Omen, there wouldn't have been a whole lot of shit. So influential, one of the most by far. And Polanski did a great job directing with what he had, I thought. Taking the book and making it, yeah. If anybody deserved an Academy Award, it was Polanski for this thing. Because I thought I think it's directed very damn good. I just don't think the story is as strong, and I just didn't care for the acting in this thing. It seemed very forced, is the word I would use.
I have to agree.
This is looking back years. This is my take today. A couple of years ago, I'd have probably had a little bit of different take on it, but I always found this movie to be very slow and just sort of building up. And I figured the first time I saw this, I figured the plot out immediately. All of it. I was like, oh, I know exactly what's going to happen here.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
All right. Well, what are you rating it?
I guess just based on Roman Polanski's direction and the influence of the movie, I'll give it a 3.5.
Okay.
I just can't give it no high ratings. I'm just not impressed with this movie. Never have been. Like I said, The Omen, which was influenced by this, obviously, is 25 million times better movie.
Gotcha. Okay.
I hate to say it. Probably going to piss people off. But I like pissing people off, apparently.
You people pisser.
So what's your take on this thing?
Well, I have to agree with you with the Roman Polanski direction.
Absolute. Roman Polanski gets a 5 for directing this. Let me go back and say that.
Okay, yeah, I have to agree with you there.
Phenomenal directing by him.
He's just so crazy, man, and
I know all the scandals he had. I'm not counting any of that. That's personal life shit.
Yeah,
he's done a lot of good movies. The what is that movie that Johnny Depp was in? I can't think of it now. One of my favorite movies ever. We'll get into that later. I don't care.
Sixth Seal or whatever.
That's it. Something like that. I'm sure I know it.
Seventh Seal. Yeah. But anyway, it's almost 2 hours long. It's a little long. There's a lot of stuff that gets, filler stuff.
I think there is a lot of filler in this. You're right.
A lot of filler. They could have some of the stuff they could have went in a totally different direction, I think, and maybe stuck more along with the book. instead of going off the book like some of the stuff.
Sometimes movies are better if they're shorter, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Longer is not always better.
Well, come on. He started out with 4 hours. Come on, and they got it down to under 2. So
That's longer than the
maybe they should have
Justice
used.
League director's cut.
Maybe they should have used some of the other stuff
All the
instead
same
of what
stuff.
instead of what they used. You know what I'm saying?
Do
Because
you buy any of these old people being in a cult though? I just don't. It just didn't seem believable.
well, they were old, but I think that's why they were doing it so they could become immortal because they're
Oh,
bringing the devil into the world.
yeah.
Or
I
the
just didn't
the,
buy
the
any of
son of
these
the devil
people.
or whatever
I don't know. I just didn't buy any of these people being in a satanic cult. I don't know.
with their floppy titties.
I just didn't buy it.
Uh, yeah, Polanski did a great job. Way too long. I didn't see this till probably, I don't know, probably when it came out on VHS or whatever.
I'm sure that's when I saw it.
So
I remember it as a kid because my mom thought this movie was like the whacked movie of the most whack movie of all time. And I told her, "Nah, I think Friday the 13th's better." And she looked at me funny.
yeah, I remember my mom talking about it, because
Yeah, it was very known, in that
she
day
was a
and
big
age.
Mia Farrow fan,
Yeah.
and she knew all the stars who they were married to. Her biggest one was Liz Taylor and all her husbands that she had over the years.
Yeah.
She kept track of all that shit and knew all that shit. So yeah, she was a big Mia Farrow fan, and this movie just don't hold up now for sure.
It doesn't.
It's
Now,
just
what's sad is there was a remake of it done a few years ago,
yeah, 2017.
but it was another TV miniseries. So it wasn't very good either. This motherfucker could use a remake,
Yep,
a real one.
yep.
But there's a prequel out to it now. You were telling me.
A prequel?
I think that apartment, whatever, isn't
Oh,
that like
that yeah, apartment 7 or whatever it is.
yeah.
Yeah, it's got that girl that was in Weapons plays the part in it. Yeah, she's a dancer and
She's living in the
living in that building. That's a good movie, man. I liked
I was
it.
gonna say I want to watch that thing. I definitely do. I've been wanting to watch it, but now that we've done this, I want to watch it even more. So I'll have to look into it.
Yeah, we might have to review that because it's very good. Very well directed, and that girl's a good actor, man. Actress.
So
So,
what's your rating on this thing?
I don't know, man. I don't think I can go any. Like I said, Polanski gets a 5 for sure. I give the score a 1, which I probably shouldn't even give it a 1 because it's not memorable at
Just that
all. It's like
that,
there even a theme song for this
no,
movie?
just that
That wailing sound.
whatever it is. Yeah.
Uh, Altogether, I'm going to give it a 3.
So I beat you. I gave it a
That's as high as I can go, man.
so
For
I gave it a
sure.
higher score. I thought you was gonna give it a lot higher than that.
I don't hate this movie. Like you said, it's very influential for other
Oh, it's
movies.
very influential. Yeah.
But yeah, it just don't hold up, man.
No, I'd rather watch Frankenstein from 1934 or whenever. I think it's scarier.
Oh yeah, Dracula came out 95 years ago today, too.
It did, and there's a Dracula in the theater right now. It's from French, made in France.
Yeah, I've seen that.
More of the romance-based Dracula. I thought about going to see it, but it's like 2.5 hours long, so I'll
Yeah,
probably
then
wait
it
till
goes back to the start when he's Lord Tepes or whatever. Is that
Vlad
what
the
it?
Impaler.
Yeah, whatever it is.
I
But
yeah, I think I
anyway,
would like it.
yeah,
So
I'm giving it a 3.
well, I guess Rosemary's Baby. I thought you was really gonna like this.
That's halfway.
Pushy as you was wanting to do it, you kept. This is like the third attempt that we were gonna do this.
It's over halfway. You know, I can take it or leave it.
Is an average movie for me. You know,
I'll probably watch it again because every time I watch it, I see something different in it. You know,
well, and I give something a 3. That's not a bad rating. That's just a good movie. A 4 is an excellent movie, and 5 is outstanding. So, if I give something a 3.5, that's a good score. So I'm not condemning the movie. It's just not for me. And yeah, me, Mr. Devil Haunted House, Count Karabi, you think I would love a movie like this. It just not work for me. The Omen, it does.
That's one of my Omen's probably in my top 20.
Dude, me too. Yeah.
For sure.
Without this, we would never have got that. So
actually all the Omens are good. We did part 2. Now we got to do part 3. We're going to do that.
About part 3, I start to lose interest a bit.
But speaking of how's the garage going?
Good. I'm probably going out there and we get done with this.
Still moving, arranging stuff.
Looking good.
Looking good.
There's no way I'm ever going to put this stuff in a haunted house again that's in this garage. Well, maybe the monsters, but not all my museum stuff.
It's all staying.
So if there's a haunted house, there won't be a museum room anymore unless it's just cheap props. Well, hell, you'll get something like this in it here. I think that'll be your museum piece. This little thing that I think the battery died on it. This is a real cool little jar I made. That'll be your museum stuff if and there's a big if there is a haunted house again. Garage is cool as shit. I could probably charge $5 admission to show people around that.
Come in and get possessed for $5.
There's a lot of haunted objects in that garage right now.
Yeah.
And I moved a lot of stuff out of the main museum out there too, and moving more as we go.
Cool. All right, everybody. I guess that's all we got for Rosemary's Baby.
Thanks for your contribution to the annex out there. It's perfect. We won't give any details. That's me and Brett's secret.
Yeah, that can't be spoken about.
It's unspoken.
Unspoken. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching and listening. We love y'all, and
we're no longer supporting Screamify, apparently.
I don't know, man. Ain't heard hiding her hair out of that guy. I ain't worried about it. So
I think it's funny. And by the way, the Bubba mask looks really good over there tonight.
Oh, cool. His neck's broke now. I gotta put a screw in him or something.
How did his neck break?
I don't fucking know.
He looks like Eddie's in there.
It was probably already broke.
Well, it was broke when I bought it, if you remember.
Well, it's re-broke now, so.
He looks like Eddie, though.
Looks like Eddie?
Yeah. Just from the distance there.
I don't think so.
Well, you're in person with it. Just from the camera angle, it sort of does.
Oh, shit.
Well, that's all we got for this episode. I sort of apologize. I don't think this was our best show, so maybe next week we'll do better. We should have done a Friday the 13th movie.
Nah. Well, it's out of the way now. We're done. Another classic down the pipes.
Brett was hell bent to do this. It's done.
I think it needed to be done.
Oh, by far, yeah.
All right.
I'm sure people are mad that we don't like it. Fuck them. I don't give a shit. Better than Dracula, Blood for Dracula, at least.
Oh, shit. All right, everybody. Thanks, and stay evil.
7. Originally, the smallest apartment was a 9. It's been broken up into 4, 5s, and 6s. This room, for instance, it would make a lovely nursery.
Oh, it's such a wonderful apartment. I love it.
Let's have a baby.
Miss Woodhouse, congratulations.
Really?
Congratulations. Minnie Castevet has a herbarium. I'm going to have her make a daily drink for you.
You're pregnant. La, 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 la.
Are you aware that the Bradford had rather an unpleasant reputation around the turn of the century?
Awful things happen in every apartment house. She seemed so happy and full of... She said wonderful things about you and your husband.
This is for you from Roman and me.
Sometimes I think they're too friendly and helpful. Guy, I have a pain. I'm so afraid the baby's gonna die.
Rosemary, pain like that is a warning that something isn't right.
They're not setting foot in this apartment ever again. What about what's fair to me?
There are plots against people, aren't there? Well, there's one against me and my baby.
If you say anything more about witches or witchcraft, we'll be forced to take you to a mental hospital.
I haven't slipped up, Doctor.
Patch his tail.
He told the doctor to make sure that you got the room that was on his desk.
Read what they do, Guy. They use blood in their rituals. Monsters. You're lying! You're lying! You're lying! What have you done to it?